Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm starting off a somewhat new mini series on how to start and keep a mini garden inside your home, like a succulent garden, cactus garden, things of that nature. And today I'm going to talk about kind of how to get started with it. Next episode I will talk about things that you actually need, but today I'm going to talk about doing research on the plants. And the first things that you want to do is start with, depending on where you live, you're going to want to research how much light, in particular what plant that you're going to want. You're going to want to research how much light it needs, what kind of temperatures it likes, because they actually do, each individual succulent and cactus varies for temperature, light, how much space it's going to need, how big it's going to get. Like if you live in an apartment, you're not going to want something that's going to grow huge. If you live in a place where you might not, you might only have morning sun, no afternoon sun, or vice versa, things like that, you're going to want to research, just kind of see what plant you're interested in and what kind of care that it's going to need. Some are a little more high maintenance than others, and then once you've done all of your research and you kind of have figured out what kind of plant, like cactus and or succulent, that you want, then it's time to go find a place that would actually sell them. And once you get there and you find a bunch of them, what you're going to want to look for is one that has a nice shape to it, one that is healthy, meaning there's no dead leaves, there's no bugs, there's nothing rotting. Another thing to look out for is you don't want to find one that's root bound, meaning all of the roots are really in there tight. A way to find out that is if you were to pick up the pot that it's in and look at the bottom where the drainage holes are. You might see roots hanging out, and that is a good sign that it is root bound, pot bound. And you overall want to make sure that it's healthy. There's no bugs on it, there's no dead anything on it, that it's growing nicely. And then you are ready to go, bring it home and start the care on it. From my experience, a lot of times with cactus and succulents, because I have grown a wide variety of both over the past year and a half or so, they are kind of forgiving if you aren't if you aren't perfect with them in their care. They're not usually too fussy about it, which is really good if you're somebody who's forgetful, and you forget to water them. Again, they are forgiving, so that's a nice start to a garden, is to get something that you can start off with. They're easy, and I've noticed a lot of people think it's kind of weird that I for me, that I like cactus, and I find that they're kind of easy, they're very low maintenance, and I've tried growing regular plants and flowers and things, and I've noticed they get bugs. And I'm not saying that cactus and succulents don't, but knock on wood, I've yet to have a problem in that department with them. And I've only lost, I think, 2 succulents out of all of them that I've had, and it was my own fault for overwatering them, because at that point I had just barely gotten into cactus and succulents. So that's another thing, is they're very I think they're a good starting point if you're somebody that wants to get into gardening, and it's kind of like a new learning curve kind of thing with them. So that is all I wanted to talk about in this episode. Definitely look for the other ones. I will be talking about what you're going to need to start your garden. I'm going to be talking about indoor gardens because that's the experience that I have. You're going to want to look for how to transplant them in another episode and all of that. And definitely leave me a comment down below if you have any questions or anything, or if you want to see more things like it. Definitely give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.